Hey everyone, welcome back to the daily Zen gameplay. Today I want to take a quick look at Tom's list from the Pro Tour Amsterdam top 8. And then tomorrow my rough plan is to kind of examine kind of the last list that we saw from the Pro Tour, which is from Dalton. This is the Amsterdam Zen list that the Runaways team ran. So excited to try both of these lists, but we're going to start with Tom's. For Tom's list, I think I touched on this briefly in the last couple of videos. But again, opting for AB2 Spellboy 2 for the Kano sideboard. Pretty smart. Bittering Thorns as a 3 of. Definitely a good card. I've tried playing around with this in the past. It's definitely very solid at a 1 for 5. Also following in line with the trimming down on the Descending Gust Wave. So this one's opting to trim down on one red Descending Gust Wave instead of a blue. And then yeah, if we look at the core uncuttable cards, you'll see that most of them are there, the only exception being one of these Descending Gust Waves. And then for shitty blues, we have one blue Predatory Streak, which is definitely spicy include. We then have This Round's on Me, and then two Wind Chakras. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing super surprising here except the Predatory Streak, but we'll give it a try. This isn't even a card I had considered, so definitely willing to try it. What else do we have? Oh yeah, looking at like the sideboard, one of each Blanche and Lightning Strike and Weakest Link, which is very interesting. I'm curious for the rationale behind this, so if anyone knows Tom, let me know. But I'm just speculating that maybe it's like, I don't know, something for ratios or running one up into new just so they can't get banished or something. This list also on no D-Reacts and 3 of Snag, which I think is not my preferred playstyle, but we'll give it a shot. And then 3 Warmongers also, assuming for Azalea, Runeblades, etc. Yeah, so that's the deck, and we'll just get into it. Let me actually just go. Let's create our own lobby, see how that goes. Shit, I didn't choose the list. Hold on. Let's create our own. Again, it's hard to get good games, especially if you want to do this kind of live. So thank you all for bearing with me. Definitely get some, not necessarily meta decks when you play out these games. So not the best data, but I think it's just fun to give out the decks a try and just see what we kind of like in terms of sideboard options, blue ratios, that kind of thing. But yeah, one important note for this list. Basically on the same ratio, so 29, 3, and 28, with the last 3 from the 28 being one of these. So it seems to be a pretty consistent ratio across the top 8. Let's see if we get a game here. I didn't set it to private, did I? It's public. I think that's our game. I'll create another one. Sure. No takers today, I guess. Yeah, anyways, hope you all have been liking these kind of like Pro Tour deck recaps. Again, we have one more to go tomorrow. My rough plan is to be kind of going over this list. I think this list is very solid. Oh, looks like we got a game. Do I want to bully another Enigma? Not really. I'm gonna leave. Sorry, Enigma. I know. Like not a free matchup, but like it kind of is a free matchup. Okay, let me pull up the deck list again. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, and if they rejoin, we'll play the Enigma. But like, I don't know. It's such a bad matchup for them that like I feel bad playing it out a lot of the time. uh, it's so hard getting Zen content. Let me tell you. Oh, new, perfect. Okay, we got new. Good luck, have fun. Um, Against new, I want to board out levels Oreo on this. Maybe we just bring in our snags, so that seems fine. Then we need one more card. I'm thinking maybe we just throw in a Warmonger here just for a blue. Seems kind of reasonable. Again, I haven't asked the authors how they sideboard this, but This looks pretty close enough to me. So here we see a Warmonger's in our opening hand, which is not ideal against a new. Double Transcend is very interesting, turn 0. Probably means they want to try to banish a card, so we probably have to be a little bit cognizant of that. Okay, looks like they're banishing the top. Hitting nothing, I assume. Okay, sounds reasonable. Here we are faced with the decision of whether or not we want to Arsenal the Art of War versus play it out. Or not play it out, but just like pitch it to Kakara. I really do not like having Art of War like this early in Arsenal if I can help it. That's just my play pattern. Again, I'm not the author of these decks, so I wouldn't know as well. But I think we're going to start with 100 Winds and then maybe pitch Art of War to chase the tail, just because it's too early to see this, I think. And then I think I want to set up Blue Descendant, Gust Wave, and Arsenal, just so we have a target for Transcending. They block with 2 CNCs. Okay, block with 2 CNCs. Interesting. We have a Leave No Witness here. I'm kind of fine just losing this. Like, we basically... If they pump here, we can also, like, snag Transcend. Seems reasonable, and then play out Bittering Thorns, Weakest Link on our turn, hopefully hit him. I'm kind of fine with this. Yeah, I'm just going to let this hit. Oh yeah, they have the Chi in hand, right. I think, yeah, we technically knew about that. Okay, that makes sense. So here... I think it's maybe okay to just get rid of our Transcend card. Or we can give him a snag. Maybe give him a snag instead. I think I just want a Bittering Thorns Weakest Link for tempo next turn. It sucks a little bit that we're losing Transcend value, but hopefully we'll see another Transcend card this game. Again, what I would have liked to do is obviously Transcend as soon as possible, but like this seems really reasonable. Again, if this hits, it's like very, very good for us. Looks like they might cover it up though with the D-React, which I think we're fine with still. Or they're just wanting to use the okay, they do have the D-React. Sure. Okay, this is a good Transcending hand, so never punished. Okay, they're pitching levels, very interesting. Again, my policy with daggers is almost never block them unless you know for a fact what's in their hand. They could also have like Bonds of Agony here. So this is kind of interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking for blocks here, right? So we definitely want to block with one of these 100 Winds because they're dupe. I'm going to tell them I'm thinking real quick. So basically what I'm thinking here with this hand is 100 Winds, 100 Winds. We don't obviously want them to banish both of these, right? So we need to block with at least one. And then I'm going to keep the other blue 100 Winds in my hand for the sole purpose of... So they're going to be presented with a choice, right? They can either take a Transcend card, or they can take the 100 Winds and get 300 Winds out of my deck. If they do that, that's fine. We'll basically lose out on kind of like our late game. But if we double Transcend, basically what we're doing is we're letting them like... Actually, maybe we should block with 100 Winds too then. Because I don't really want to give them just like free 100 Winds from our deck. Maybe we're just fine letting them take a Transcend card here. Alternatively, they can like Codex, and then we just have a Transcend card Arsenal next turn. I think I like this more. We're not going to double Transcend here, because what that would do is we would... what do we banish here? I guess we banish Rising Sun in this case scenario. And we just hold on to Preserve. Okay. I think this makes sense. Maybe I should have like flipped Chi there in response to the mask if we knew they aren't going to pump, but I think they still could have pumped afterwards. But we're going to pass here. Again, I don't want to give them 100 wins because it's like actually a pretty premium target for it's a pretty premium target in terms of like their late game like pitching to their hero ability. Here we're just gonna no block dagger though. Other bonds is annoying. What do we most care about with this? So I think we block bonds and chase the tail because it's really bad if those two get banished. I'm okay with Tiger Swipe getting banished. I think I'm pretty okay with Wind Chakra getting banished because I don't think there's really like an easy way for them to make tigers. We could also block with Tiger Swipe, and then we could try to bait them into taking the Wind Chakra. Is also an option. I think I like this better just because if they don't want to invest into this, then maybe we're fine just playing the Wind Chakra. This could also just be bait, and they could just be like gonna see and see us again or something. Maybe. I'm gonna assume it's not bait though. Maybe it was bait. That is a-okay with us though. Sure. Okay. So you'll see we're down a lot of damage, but they are using some like very premium threats, so I'm kind of okay with this. We'll put back what exactly? I want to leave our combo cards in graveyard ideally. Although maybe we want a chase back in the deck just because it's super valuable, and we already have one in banish. I don't know if that's wrong. I'll put the chase the tail back in the deck. Alright, transcended. I guess here we're just getting a Mullen key because we have the one floating, right? Yep. So we'll do 3 into 5. And again, we've lost these last couple turn cycles, but they've had their like premium threats, which are Bonds of Agony, Leave No Witnesses, CNC. Also Weakest Link, but the Weakest Link didn't do very much. And again, I don't really like being off of an arsenal here just because, you know, Codex is a very live threat right now. Here we have a pretty good hand for just setting up for next turn, and we're not being faced with like a really disruptive on hit, so I'm kind of fine just taking this. If they just a Nick here, I don't even know if I care. I might just care just for the sake of damage, honestly. Yeah, maybe. So what I'm thinking here is maybe we snag Homage just to reduce this to 1. And then we, on our turn, we Kakara Mullen Key Arsenal Art of War. Kind of like that. Sure. Let's do this. We have to do this in reactions or else they'll pass to damage, right? So if they want to react here by stilettoing, they could theoretically do that. Although they don't have resources, so they can't do that. They hit one of our Chase the Tails again. Okay, it's annoying. And a Mullen Key. Hitting some really good red cards, for what it's worth. We're gonna go ahead here and Kakara into Mullen Key. Again, just sending some disruption. Hoping that we can hold on to our Art of War here. Be ideal. Okay, they're giving us 2 very premium threats, so I'm very happy with this. Okay, they want to do. That's fine. So we saw Siren's Call and Justinic. Alright, so we want to keep the Justinic, which maybe means they have like a 1 cost in hand. But now we know what's in their hand, right? Okay, and we have a really good hand. So their hand is Justinic and then 1 unknown card. I feel like this is the window, right? Because we're not being faced with a disruptive on hit. If they Justinic, the only thing that could, like, the worst possible case scenario here is they stilettos into Codex getting a Leave No. So I think that's the opportunity, because now we know exactly what's in their hand, and they also blocked with Siren's Call, right? Yeah. I think I like just blocking here. And if they just connect this, like, we do not care. Oh, Siren's Call from Arsenal. Okay. That's annoying. Hmm. Is it now worth it to do anything about this? Probably not. I think we're just fine with our 6 card hand. Yeah, so actually pretty smart of them. I thought that they probably had nothing just based on like how this was set up. Again, maybe makes sense that they're blocking with the Siren's Call there. You definitely see that. Okay, so here, what's our plan? We're definitely doing buff banish. The question is, what are we getting rid of? Might make sense to get rid of bonds, just because we're not guaranteed to get a chi. And like, there's no like we can play out everything else, but we can't play out bonds. Okay, it's a little annoying. Okay, I think our play here, we're gonna have a weak turn. Unfortunately, we just got by Siren's Call, but that's fine. So our play here is just gonna be this and a chase. We're not gonna get Tiger, finish on CNC. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. But we still do have our backup in terms of Kasaya and Shuko. So you can maybe string together a better turn if we can just tempo them in terms of damage. But again, we're kind of behind in that race a little bit. Yeah, they drew their disruption very well this game. Okay, we get their arsenal though, and we can slink out of our arsenal. Yeah. Okay. So not obviously the ideal Ardor turn, but we did make do. Okay, they have Scale Peeler, which I think we're fine with. Okay, it looks like you're going for Codex into something. Probably CNC. We okay with this? Probably. I mean, what is the play here? I think we just eat it, right? Yeah. We just need to keep winning turn cycles. It's our only way out of this game now. That Siren's Call was very unfortunate. Maybe I should have like watched for their arsenal a little bit more closely. I don't think it was very many turns though that they had that arsenal. I could be wrong though. What's our play here? I think how many bonds have we gotten rid of? We gotten rid of 2 bonds as well. Oh, gross. So you could do bonds here, but what does bonds even get? Mauling Key maybe. So Arsenal Blanche. Alternatively, we can do what? This Predatory Streak doesn't do very much. Sorry, I'm playing someone else's list, so it's a little bit weird. I think we want to just get bonds. Yeah. Siren's Call was really well lined out. Maybe that wasn't even the window. Maybe we should have been a little bit more patient. I think we'll get... Kakara only comes in for 1, so there's not really much value in doing it. So maybe it's just the other Mullen Key. Do we have one? We have one left. Get a little bit of Shuko value. Yeah, maybe the fact that they blocked with the Siren's Call kind of means that we shouldn't even try to go for it. Okay, being face down with the Bonds of Agony. What do we care about in our hands? We care about Hunger Winds. We care about a little bit about Descending Gust Wave. Although notable is that we've gotten rid of 2 blue Descending Gust Waves, so maybe we're fine with the Descending Gust Wave. So maybe the only card we really care about here is like Hunger Winds. I could see that being the case. So the idea here is that we don't care about Warmongers. CNC we've used one of, or we've already seen 2 of, so we don't care about CNC. We ideally want to just send Blanche our next turn. So I think we're fine with this. And again, this also plays around just like Mask. So what do we banish here? I guess we'll just banish our CNC. because then they are now faced with the choice between two blues. Yep. So they can have either one. Notably, okay, so that was the 100 wins on the chain. Okay, they're just getting the rest of our Descending Custodes out of our deck, which is fine with us because we don't have any bonds left. And then here we see something really annoying, which is CNC. I would like to maybe ideally keep on holding on to this Blanche, but I don't know if it's going to work in that way. Although maybe it's right to just block armor here. It's probably right. I don't think we're winning this game, though. Yeah, very well timed Siren Skull from them. Here they see a Persuasive, which is annoying, but we can't really do very much about it. What does our banish look like? They don't have any ancestral harmonies, which I guess is good. So our graveyard, or our banish represents roughly 4 damage. I think we're fine with this. So he had a red off the top, so they can take 1/2 crappy reds, which I think we're okay with. Okay, and then it looks like they're going to play out our stuff this turn. Okay, they just snag off the top, so they're going to be able to send 4 damage here, which I think, we're okay with. Oh, sorry, 5 damage. Okay, a little annoying. Come at us with the peeler, which is fine. Then what? Oh my god. Just hitting every codex too. Oh, that's so gross. Okay. Nasty. Well, I don't really think there's a way out this game. You can technically do like a defensive Art of War. Oh, looks like refresh. We'll do buff, or we'll do defend with attack action, so we can defend with our Blanche, I guess, and then we'll draw 2. Yeah, this sucks. I guess we should have also blocked with the spinning wheel quick as opposed to bittering thorns, but I think we're too far behind. Yeah, I don't think that was the window. Again, I'm gonna upload this just to show people, but like if they're sitting on Arsenal for a while, which again I'm gonna rewatch this recording and maybe they were, maybe they weren't. If you see them do that, the 95% of the time means it was Siren's Call. Here we just have to eat the daggers because we have to like send damage or we're never gonna win this game, right? Okay, here we have an opportunity to technically win the turn cycle, but it's gonna be really weak because we have to just send E-Strike. Again, the disruption's been very good. Okay, that is the second just a Nick. Then we saw them pitch one earlier. Okay, so maybe okay for us. We have Surgical coming in. This maybe represents like another Transcend card. I'm gonna maybe try to get him with Drop in the Ocean. That might be our only kind of way back in this game. Do we have any Chase details left? We banished 2 and we have 1 in graveyard, so no. So our aspect gets a lot worse. Yeah, that's a rough one. Okay, Venomous, couldn't really do much about that. Again, if we overblock here, we're not really winning that game anyways, because if we overblock, they basically just arsenal the Venomous. So like we're not just like you basically have to kind of trade reacts with them. There's no real way to get them to necessarily like you have to make them use it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here we have we have 10 cards left in the deck. Also because we're not fat decking. This is also why I like the fat deck. So maybe this is a really good video to kind of showcase why I do that personally. But I also the deck author could also have been fat decking. I'm not 100% on that. But you can run out of deck very easily against new, especially if they hit you at the right time. Here we're just holding our Tiger. They've used all their codexes though, so it's not going to matter very much. And again, we're pretty much out of threats at this point. Here we're going to go 1. We also saw that we only had 1 combo card left in the deck, I think. So yeah, I don't think there's any way we can win this from this point. Yeah, they have Tunic to kill us, so GG's. Yeah, so overall lesson from that game, I guess, is you got to be very careful about playing. I'll give him a good game as well. You have to be very careful about Siren's Call. I thought that was not a very telegraphed Siren's Call though, because they blocked with one like the turn they used it. But I think a lot of smarter news are just sitting on an arsenal, just like waiting for you to mess up. So maybe that's what was going on there. I thought so. Like I saw the gist of Nick that they kind of like telegraphed by blocking with it earlier, but that could have also just like been bait, right? Um, yeah. So I could have played that game a little bit better. What I don't like, again, I think I should fat deck new a little bit more. I don't think I was. What was I doing for this list? So we had to cut this rounds on me, and then I think I didn't bring in the 3 Warmongers, so maybe I'm gonna do that next time if we play against a new with this list. Yeah. And then so we had to cut levels Orihone and this round's on me. Okay. We'll go on to the next game though. I think that game was quite close. Where is it? Homepage. Let's do Prism. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be fast enough. Let's try it. Yep. Okay. We want to go first into Prism. We got our needles. And manually sideboarding this. We want our 2 poppers for sure. E-Strike is maybe fine. And then I think we just need blue density, so I'm going to do the this rounds on me, although they're probably not great. And then what are we cutting here? Maybe like, I've seen a lot of people cut spinning into Prism, so maybe that's the sauce. So maybe doing something like this. Again, I'm not the deck author, so I could be sideboarding very wrong, but we'll try this. Okay. We see that they're on Solar Plexus, which I didn't know was a card that Prism could run. Interesting. Okay. So normally my plan against Prisms is to determine whether they're on Vestige versus Rapture, and then decide what to do on turn 1 from there. But now I have no idea. So we're out in the Talishar wilderness over here. I think I'm just gonna blanch him. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Do we care about this? Probably not. Like, I was thinking maybe we could buff it if they wanted to, but I have no idea what this is. Oh. Okay, here we have an Erudition. Slightly regretting playing out that Blanche. I think this threw me out. Maybe we shouldn't have played out the Blanche. Um, Here I'm fine. I think giving up what? Probably Kasaya and this rounds on me just to cover. Alternatively, you can just give up Strides, but then we couldn't fully block. We have double Art of War. Alright, I fucked up this game by kind of probably playing the Blanche turn one, so maybe this is actually the strat. And we just try to kill him next turn with double Art of War. Don't try this normally. It's very early to be using armor. Okay, Triumph, which is fine. So we're probably gonna get Figment of Erudition here. Keep an arsenal. We hope they just don't ALS us, I guess. Okay, they didn't get that. They got protection instead. Okay. Well, this is definitely going to be an Art of War turn. I don't know if it's going to be a good one, but we'll see. Okay. Do another one. Banishing our 100 wins, I guess. Okay, get a path well traveled. That's good. Now what do we do? We don't have any combo cards, so Bonds doesn't do anything. I guess we just start on levels, pitching path well traveled, getting aspect maybe makes the most sense. Again, don't try this at home. This is it's a little suspect. Okay. We want to do draw buff. Drawing an E-strike, which is maybe okay. Yeah. This is late in the day Tower chart recording, so again, probably not correct to attack with Blanche turn one. I don't know what the play there was. It was like a weird hand. I think I'm gonna draw a card with E-strike off the bittering. And then we can like sneak in a dagger. So here we have to play the Tiger out this chain link, or else we lose the buff on the Chase the Tail. So you can do dagger dagger E-strike, but again, this is like very loose. Not exactly thrilled with this sequence of plays I've made here. But if they want to block this, we're gonna put them like they're already really far behind. So yeah, we're very fine with them blocking with passing. Yeah, I guess this ended up being pretty alright, but like I don't know. This is like I'm winning this game, but I'm not happy that I'm winning this game, you know what I mean? Okay, they have another erudition. No way to pump it. Okay. I guess this is gonna be just wait, this is terrible, like triple transcend. Fuck, I don't know. Fuck it. They're almost dead. 4 transcend cards, whatever. I've stopped caring. This game is a anomaly. Um, what are we even getting here? Something that costs 1 so we can get rid of some of this chi, I guess. Maybe we just get another chase. Just so we can get rid of one of these, right? This is maybe my logic. And we can hold on to like preserve or whatever. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I guess we could have already. It didn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is very loose. Yeah, and the channel is called Flush and Bad for a reason. uh, I definitely am prone to misplays. So again, we're like winning this game, but I'm not ecstatic about it. Can also maybe potentially get them with the grain that tips the scale. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, they're an Art of War Prism deck. Okay. They can attack with a Herald next turn, that's fine. Sure. Do we just do, what do we even do here? Do we just do harmony? Maybe I want to save the harmony, so maybe I do just preserve, targeting, chase, and then sacred art. Hope that goes well for me, I guess. Pitch one. Okay, they're off it. Yeah, so playing on Talish armor, right? Super good practice. I'm fucking. This is a massive recording already. All right, let's try to get one good game in. One game where I'm playing against a normal deck, and then we don't misplay, and then also I win. That would be ideal. Three things to ask for there. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, I think that new game I should have interpreted the block on the Siren's Call as them just like sandbagging the Siren's Call in Arsenal. I think that's why I lost the game, probably. Oh, is this the same person? I hope it's not the same person, maybe? What was I cutting? I was cutting these for like this rounds on me. Oh, thank God they left. Okay, I think it was the same person. Okay, let's hope we can get a normal game. Yeah, I don't know about this new board. Again, I'm not the hugest fan of like triple stack. Red Burning Thorns, I think are pretty decent though. I've definitely tested these before. They're pretty good. 1 for 5, always good. The only like downside of the cards is that you block, and then blocking is pretty good in Zen actually. Like I hear a lot of comments where people kind of joke about Zen doesn't block, LOL. But like I think it's a lot of the time correct to block in Zen. I mean, like there's some matchups where it's like not correct, but like if you see like a CNC, obviously you're gonna block the CNC, right? Like a lot of the time, at least it's correct. So I don't know. Zen's a cool hero, and he can block, which is very cool. All right, let's maybe see if someone else will join. Oh, can we get a Victor? Hold on. Sweet. Okay, against Victor, we want Kakara because they like blocking a lot, so our needles won't do very much. Um, Maybe want a singular E-Strike, and then like this runs on me, because I think we just need the blues main deck based on our ratios. And then what do we even cut? Do we cut anything? Probably not. Just run it. There's maybe like an option to bring in an additional this runs on me, but I think the E-Strike is maybe more important. So here, ideally, I want to like pseudo IP them with this runs on me. So I think our play is to do Orion or pitch the spinning, pitch Orion to play spinning. Hopefully they don't have a test. Actually, it probably is even wrong to attack into Victor on turn one. I don't know. They have a Clash of Might though. Oh, he's a yellow gamer, huh? Okay, so we know we would draw into our Sacred Art, right? Then do we just pass here? How do I use this card? This card's like, I don't know, it's so fucking awkward. Because now they just have, like, if we attack again, we basically just, like, give them stuff. So I'm just gonna pass priority Arsenal Sacred Art. And we draw our hand of all reds. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. They're concussing. Okay. We can deal with a concuss here. Is this even getting buffed? No, it's not. That's really funny. Well, this round's on me canceling out the might, I guess. What do they pitch? They pitched Thunderquake and a Clash of Vigor. Wow, that's insane. This round's on me tech against a Victor. Oh, this sounds on me as such a meme. All right. These are definitely some Talishar games. We got the mainline yellow Victor, the hard counter to do apparently. Guess we just block with Chase the Tail just so we can send C off 2 reds. That's fucking terrible, but guess we're doing it. I joke about them having a yellow mana base, but like we have a red mana base. I guess. Hilarious. Oh yeah, also I guess the reason I arsenaled the Sacred right there is just to play around weakest link. Assuming that this was like a normal victory list. Okay, they're clashing it up over here. They double win the clash, but we draw into a blue, which is fantastic if we want to transcend. Pretty good. Primed to fight. We are okay with this. 11 damage, sign me up. Here, what's the play? May Descendant, Pathful Traveled, Sacred Art. Do stuff. Get a Bonds. Bonds gets Chase the Tail. That seems fun. I guess we'll do this after blocks or whatever, just to give them the minimum amount of information. The Pathful Traveled, gain a resource. Sacred Art. Do we want to gain a resource? I think it's okay, right? Yeah. Get our bonds. Bonds will then get chased. Getting chased here because we have all these extra tigers, right? And I just want to send a million damage. Then ideally we want to arsenal the 100 wins, maybe. Although it's also fine to not keep an arsenal against a victor. But I think this is a budget victor. It's not sure how much it matters. I also probably shouldn't nick a card there because I'm a dumbass. Because now this is coming in for 3, which is more easily blockable than 2. I always do this, by the way. Like I always make this misplay. I think I just play too fast. My shoot, like I'm the worst fucking Shuko user of all time. We also Arsenal Tiger if we want to. I'm not opposed to that. Arsenal Tiger is pretty alright generally. Just because it lets you like chase the tail if you get a cheat in hand or transcend card blue. It's pretty alright. Okay. Quicken token. And then we have the choice of 100 wins versus Tiger and Arsenal. I guess I'll just take the Tiger. Okay. Pretty okay with this. Let's see what they got on the next turn. They're concussing me again. Okay. Don't have any mana floating. So what do we discard here? Probably discarding spinning. And then just doing chase aspect off the homage ancestral. Although we don't even have to really aspect. We can also just keep the Tiger in Arsenal too. Again, we're still sending a million damage here. Wait, is there a tire deck yellows? That's hilarious. I think he got traumatized by new at some point. And it's just sworn off blues ever since. That's hilarious. Shout out to this guy. This guy's got a plan. Blues are overrated. You don't need blues. Against Victor, I really like to have an Art of War on the go offhand. This is a little bit annoying though. We can play out the third. Oh no, sorry, we've already used all our Chase the Tails. What did this get banished from? Yeah, where did this get banished from? Did I banish this? When did I do that? Who knows? Anyways, um, yeah, that's maybe we're fine just doing this. Yeah, we can do Hunter Winds, Rising Sun, into what? Into like Mullen Key, I guess is fine. These have been some games today. My hope for later this week is we're gonna try to get some better players from our locals to kind of just do some play testing with me for Zen. So that's gonna be I think Thursday if I can find some people. So if you're interested, feel free to check out Thursday's video. It's gonna be pretty alright I think. Here we're just gonna get our Mullen key and then we'll just send 7 total here. Although threatening the on hit, so it's like 8 basically. Yeah, this is fine. We're just trying to dig for Art of War, and then I think we win this. Oh, I really don't want to lose to Budget Victor. Okay, got a little bit of armor. Okay, we found our Art of War. Okay, they're waging gold with us. They do want to wager. What do we do here? Do we go off here, or do we just wait another turn cycle? I'm almost fine just waiting another turn, just so we can like get a better arsenal for our other Art of War. If it would be really funny, we could even like block this out, get an gold, and then we have an extra like way to get resources on our reward turn. But I don't think that's incredibly necessary. Maybe we're just fine letting this hit, honestly. I don't think we're gonna Art of War. We'll save it for next turn. Next turn, I think we're just gonna try to hit him with CNC. So the plan here is like Tiger Swipe, pitch levels to CNC. And our Tiger Swipe will come in for 5. This CNC will come in for 6. Also, are they not running any test of strengths? Test of might. Okay. Sure. We don't care about the extra tiger. We're just gonna send CNC. Again, hoping to get together some better games later this week. These are just games that I have time for after work or whatever. So hope you all enjoy. Again, they're not meant to be like serious games. These are like armory level games, right? Nope, they do have a test for strength. Okay. All right. Drew a card. They drew a red Clash of Vigor. It's fine. Okay, this is probably good enough. Yeah, we should be able to kill with this. Assuming they don't like CNC pummel me out of nowhere. Yellow debilitate. Okay. Do we even care about this on hit? Probably not. Yep. So we'll just do our Zen thing again. This is like a kind of a non-game here a little bit. Let's Kakara now, I guess. Just to eat the 2. We haven't played a blue yet, so we need a levels. Do we gain an extra resource? Do we need an extra resource? Probably not, right? Because we can just do this. I mean, we could theoretically draw into something that requires an extra resource, but we didn't here. So we get the full modes on levels, and then what are we getting off bonds? Bonds get not chase the tail, mace spinning. I guess we probably just want aspect or something. Wait, we drew it. We have an Art War on top. Oh, this turns on me, then gets a lot better. Sure. Do we care about the combat chain? We have a tiger. We lose 1 buff from the Kakara if we close chain, but we keep our descendant, obviously. This might be a little greedy. I don't think it was, though. So now we need to get aspect to make the tiger for tiger swipe, and then if tiger swipe hits, then we get bonus mauling key damage. I think that's probably right. Okay, this round's on me. Did something that's impressive. Although I guess we gave him block value anyway. I don't. Is this even worth it? I don't know. Who knows? Card's bad. This round's on me is such a meme. So we basically gave them a 3. Wait, what did we give them? We gave them a 3 block to basically buff all our stuff by like 6-ish, 7-ish. So technically we're netting damage. Get our aspect. And then we want to aspect Bittering Thorns. Wait, I don't think there's a way to apply the Bittering Thorns to the Tiger Swipe, right? Because we'd have to play the Tiger before that. So this Bittering Thorns can really just be at the end for the Mauling Key if we want it to be. Maybe seems reasonable. Actually, they blocked a lot. I don't know. He really does not block like blues does, do they? I guess. Oh boy. Well, I hope these games have really showcased the power level of Zen. Although our first game was all right. Um, I think these last couple ones have been a little suspect, but Solar Plexus Prism is definitely a deck you can make. That one at least had a little bit more of a game plan than this one does. This one is just trying to pair into news, I guess. It's not a terrible plan. All right, we got him. They even had a golden glare left. They had a block with this theoretically left. Good games, friend. I wish you the best of luck with your yellow Victor deck. I believe in you. I'll send him a good game. That's not meant to be a mean-spirited good game. That's just a please end the turn good game. Maybe they're off it though. Do we care about preserving our win rate on Tom's deck? I don't know. I don't think we do. I guess we'll see it through though. I don't know. We're gonna do one more game after this because these have been a fucking nightmare of games to record. Let's do one more. All right, be a good game. Is this a normal Victor or okay? Hopefully this is a normal Victor. Again, our Victor plan I think is not weakest link. I think we want like 2 this runs on me and then E-Strike. Because I'm guessing what the plan is. Or we could just not even want E-Strike. Maybe we just want to main deck the this runs on me or something. Maybe this is the play. Let's try this, sure. Oh. Again, I'm not showcasing necessarily the best gameplay here. I apologize for that. Alright, this will be the last one though. Assuming they're still here. Okay. This looks like a more stock standard Victor list, hopefully. We have our turn 1 Transcend, which is good. Looks like they might just make a Seismic and pass, though. Chokeslam and pass. Okay. I'm fine just soaking damage here on turn 1. We're pretty likely to draw into another blue card, so I'm not super worried about that. In worst case scenario, we just Arsenal it. It's fine. Again, I don't really see a reason here to like take damage. There's definitely some like merit to like in some matchups like guaranteeing you get the blue. Like I think I do it sometimes in the Zen mirror where if I have like a blue 100 wins, if like assuming this was the same hand I have blue 100 wins, I'd probably just hold on to it just to make sure I can transcend. But against Victor, it doesn't really matter as much. Chokeslam is also not like a super premium threat against us actually. I think what we're planning on doing here, I don't want to play this rounds on me and just give them more stuff to block with. I think what we're going to do is get Kara and then Path Will Travel drop it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Do both of these, scan resource. Actually, we probably didn't want that resource. Do we want the resource? We get Tiger Swipe from Graveyard. I guess it doesn't matter because we would always have one floating. So there's no way to pitch the other chi. We will not gain another resource. We'll then Zen. Getting what? We'll get our Red Descendant, I guess, just to develop our bonds. So there wasn't a way here, like, normally I want to get rid of the extra chi if I have the opportunity to. But here we're just going to do Descendant Bonds. And then I guess we Arsenal Tiger Strike for 2. Is that better than keeping an Arsenal? Or is that better than just, like, not having an Arsenal against them? Maybe. We also technically had the opportunity to, like, let one of the Transcend cards resolve and then not gain the chi. But I think chi is still fine. Like, we're IPing ourselves slightly, so we find Art of War slower, but Maybe it's still okay. I don't know. Maybe it's fine to hold on to a Chiyu in our hand. Okay, giving us armor value, which is fine. Oh, the meta play might be to Arsenal Chi so that they can never CNC us. No, that's a real strat. Okay, let's see what they got though. A buckling below. It's like slightly annoying. I think we just give them the mauling cheat key just to preserve our armor a little bit. I think I'm fine with that. It's like a slightly relevant crush effect, especially against Victor. Although like 6 armor is like roughly the same. I don't know, I'm fine with this. Next turn, what's our play? I think we play out Bittering Thorns. Then we probably just get another 0 cost. Then we arsenal our Tiger. Oh, we should have gotten Aspect. Sorry, I'm a mess today. Should have gotten Aspect so we can make the extra Tiger, I guess is maybe the logic. But we're missing out on like 1 damage there, I guess. Yeah, the Clash of Vigor, we have Spinning on top. We have Spinal. Okay. Good information for next turn. E-Strike go or E-Strike buff? E-Strike go. That's fine. Hammer is also fine. What's our play? Our play is Sacred Art, Chase Aspect. Probably. Then Arsenal Spinning. We'll have 1 redundant Tiger, but it's fine. The breakpoints are basically the same if we play the Tiger versus not playing the Tiger. Because we'd said 4 versus 3 and 1. I guess it does technically matter against Testo Strength. So maybe it was slightly better than 3 and 1, but ultimately they didn't block anyway, so it doesn't matter. But micro optimizations are always good to look out for. Pretty good hand. Again, still not the pop-off hand. And of course they have the Spinal that we knew about. So here, I think it's just block here, and then we're looking to maybe get a Mon Key, like do these two together. Then what are we preserving back? We're probably preserving Aspect, because we blocked with an Aspect. Seems reasonable. Yeah. So generally when I look at preserve, what I try to do is I try to look for like duplicates of cards that I maybe want to put back, or just high value cards like Bonds or Chase is generally what I look out for. Here we'll just get another Molly Key just to throw some damage though. Hopefully to keep them off cards so they can't like CNC pummel us. Or at least if they don't block, then we know they're gonna CNC pummel us. Blocking with gauntlets. Interesting. Okay, they want to keep their full hand, so maybe a CNC pummel Rousing Ancients. Okay. Into Heaving a Thunderquake. Are we fine with that? Think so. Again, I still don't want to give Traverse here just because it's kind of weak. Okay, they're not Heaving the Thunderquake. They're gonna Arsenal the Thunderquake. I think we're okay with that. Trying to tighten up my gameplay a little bit here at the end. Are they trying to heave it? Who knows? On our turn, maybe we want to Arsenal the Descending Gust Wave, so we have it on the pop-up turn, ideally. So maybe we'll Spinning, and then 100 Winds, Kakara. Okay, they have their first test. We have this round's on me on top, which is not ideal. Trouncing again. Okay, we won half the trounce. I think we're a little bit okay with this, honestly. They might re-roll their Visit the Goldmane Estate, which we're also fine with. Okay. They have a Bittering on top, and they get a Disable, which is fine. Again, we're kind of running out of time to find Ardor here. It's my only real concern. Still have our armor all the way up, though, so... E-Strike. Go again. Okay, we're fine with this, right? I think we just have to go off here. I don't know if there's really an option. I guess there is technically an option. We could just not. Because our, like, getting the extra chi, like, basically does nothing, right? Because we already have 2 chi in hand, right? And then the Tiger also kind of does nothing because... Well, the Tiger, I guess, lets us get, like, Chase the Tail off this. Like, Bonds, Chase the Tail. Is that good enough? Maybe. Maybe I'm thinking we pitch through this rounds on me just so we can do Descendant. So like we double transcend, we get 2 resources floating and then 2 chi in hand. Pitch the chi to Zen to get a Bonds. Descendant Bonds cost 1 mana. Bittering Thorns cost 1 mana. And then we do Chase, which costs 1 mana, and then we can do Kakara as well. So we'll have 5 mana total we need. So I think this lines up pretty well. Again, not ideal though. We haven't seen an Art of War. I also just ripped out my headphone cord, but I think this is correct because like the extra chi just does not matter on this hand. Like we don't have a way to use it. Banish the Spinal Homage. We want to gain 2 resources here. We will then Zen. All right, I guess. Hold on, sorry. They might not want to let us do. It's fine if they don't. Okay, it's fine. Micro optimization. Descendant. Okay, they can decline the undo request, whatever. It's fine. A lot of people just like decline and undo requests against me, which is a little bit shitty, but we'll make it work. It like actually doesn't matter in this scenario. This is just like bad sequencing on my part. Because we're giving them information basically, right? Again, maybe they just didn't want to let me undo. That's fine. We will do Kakara now. Let's think about our Shuko triggers so we don't fuck it up this time. All right. So if we do this, our Tiger's going to come in for 2, which I think we're okay with. Right? The alternative is what? The alternative is we... I guess there's no alternative, right? There's no way to, like, order this differently. I guess the way to order it differently is to, like, do the Kakara later. But I think this is still fine, right? Because it's coming in for 2. Then we'll chase Tiger... Or we'll chase Bittering Thorns, then Tiger. So we get our maximum damage here. Again, some weird games today. Coming in for lethal, they have to block with their last card, and then we get another turn cycle for free. Yep, this will do it. So I'm gonna do this first. Try to find Art War. Do not find the Art War. Is the predatory streak good here? Do we just hold on to it for meme value? Maybe it's good because we can play a chase. Do we have a chase the tail that we can play? I guess we do. Sure. Okay, predatory streak. Playable. Um, sure. Fuck it. We'll do it. Get our chase the tail. Now we have full chase the tail value. Kakara, because I'm trying to kill him this turn ideally. Think we got it here. Yeah, so Predatory Streak, S tier card, as you can see here. I'm gonna wrap up the recording for today though. Let's take just a quick kind of recap of our results. Tomorrow I'm gonna go over the runaways list. I think it's very interesting. We lost. Wait, hold on. Did we literally only play 3 games today? I thought we played against a prison. Was that against a different list? Oh no, was I using the wrong list? Shit, I might have been using the wrong list. Okay, but we got 2 games against Victor, 1 game against New. We lost the game to the New just because they had a very well timed Siren's Call. Maybe something to look out for if you see news like blocking the Siren's Call is they probably already have one in hand because that card's bonkers. Yeah, so I probably should have thought that a little bit through. And then we got 2 Victor games, one of which was kind of like a yellow Victor list, and the other one looked a little bit more reasonable, but we still kind of crushed them a little bit. So yeah, that's today's games. Hope you all enjoy. And then I will be playing the Runaways deck tomorrow. And I have a lot of interesting thoughts about this list. I think it's very good. So yeah, check that out tomorrow. I'll see you all around. All right, thanks.